What up? It's your boy, Dick Incredible Man, and yes, I am back at it again. And this is Black Clover episode 152 review, and it was an episode. Let's get into it.
I don't think I do it good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it, so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes.
Honestly, this is an episode we really didn't need. I mean, it had some aspects and some moments that I was holding on to and I was grasping and latching at and hoping that they would have made actually really part of the episode. And that moment being the actual Magic Night exam. This was a great opportunity, especially with this whole little transition to filler that we're getting right now, because we're not touching on the main story. This would have been a great moment to actually showcase the Magic Night exam from a different perspective, not actually dealing with any of the main characters, if you kind of catch my drift. Because sure, we followed the original Magic Night exam with Noelle, Asta, and Yuno, and Noelle not actually really having to take part because of her royalty status and her brother already selecting a squad for her to be on. So we pretty much dealt with Seki, Yuno, and Asta taking part in the actual Magic Night exam. And this would have been a great opportunity to do that. And sure, you can't really do that and then kind of, when we jump into the main story, oh, there's no new member of the squad. So yeah, that's that. But it would have been a great opportunity to just touch on that anyway. You never really had to showcase that anybody got selected from a squad. You could have just showcased them actually taking part in the Magic Night exam, and oh wow, there's some promising people, but it fell flat. And the whole episode ended up being a recap of stuff that we've already seen and stuff we haven't recently too long recapped already. We got to see Asta in all of his highlight moments. We got to see Asta and Yuno have another recap moment of their whole little bond that they shared. We see Asta and Noelle having their connection moment and praising each other for their feats that they've accomplished thus far after it's being a year after they actually joined the Black Bulls squad. And then we have along with the exam itself, we have another moment that I actually really enjoyed, which is Nozel talking to Noelle. That moment itself was really good for me. I really enjoyed it, and you guys know how I feel about Nozel, and it just speaks leaps and bounds to his character. And this moment was another wonderful time to showcase that character trait of Nozel, caring for his sister. And then that moment where he mentioned, well, you can become stronger and you can become as strong as mother. So that whole little segue inside of this episode was nice. And then other than that, everything was just a recap and it was very bland. And I'm not knocking Black Clover because I love Black Clover, but this episode, it fell way below the radar for me. Like, it had some aspects, like I said, like if they really would have touched and leaped a little bit further upon the whole Magic Night exam, it would have been great. I know they can't really do it because there's no new members for each squad, but it would have been nice to just showcase that a little bit more instead of what we actually got. And it was just like a celebratory type thing and reminiscing about it's been a year about our MCs joining their prospective squads. So it was just very bland for me. I mean, it had moments and aspects in this episode that was very good, and it brought back some stuff that we relived from the very beginning of the series and stuff. Even getting his pendant back from the guy that attacked him in the very beginning of the series. It was some nice callbacks, but overall it just felt very flat. And this was, honestly, they could have skipped this week if I'm gonna be 100%. 153 could have actually been 152 because 152 kind of felt very, very flat to me, and I feel like nobody really just had anything going on. It was just bleh. And my review can't even be that long because there was nothing to talk about in this episode. I mean, there was literally nothing in this episode, but I felt like it was an episode that could have been greater if they focused on just the Magic Night exam itself. And other than that, man, I'd be rambling if I continued to go on because I touched on everything that I wanted to touch on and everything else was just over there. But this is your boy, Incredible, man. Don't forget to smash the like button until you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them and subscribe. But only if you really want to, man. And remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.